Hey there, Saints. Pastor Dave here with another weekly devotional for you. I'm going to read today from the Message translation, John chapter 20. This might be a little familiar if you were in church this past week, or if you heard the lectionary text. It's about Thomas, the twin, and about his challenges with understanding and believing in Jesus' resurrection. So Thomas, sometimes called the twin, one of the 12, was not with the rest of the disciples when Jesus came. The other disciples told him, "We saw the Master." But he said, "Unless I see the nail holes in his hands, and put my finger in the holes, and stick my hand in his side, I won't believe it." 8 days later, his disciples were again in the room. This time Thomas was with them. Jesus came through the locked doors, stood among them, and said, "Peace to you." Then he focused his attention on Thomas. "Take your finger and examine my hands. Take your hand and stick it in my side. Don't be unbelieving. Believe." Thomas said, "My Master, my God." And Jesus said, "So you believe because you've seen with your own eyes. Even better blessings are in store for those who believe without seeing." So saints, we all know the saying, seeing is believing. We all know what it's like to want to look for proof or to want to look for evidence, especially in the modern day, the era of fake news, or at least of political cable news, which is all oriented around profit making and getting you to believe their narrative, not necessarily presenting the facts, just the facts, but wanting you to hear it a certain way. We know that it's difficult to accept what is presented at face value. We know that that's dangerous, and that we should be looking deeper, digging deeper, trying to find the truth. So Thomas, unfairly I think called Doubting Thomas, is looking for the truth. He's looking for some evidence to help him believe an extraordinary claim that a dead man is alive again. He's heard this from his friends, from Jesus' other disciples, that Jesus has been raised up, but they all saw it. And Thomas says, "Well, I didn't. I want to see it. I want to see what you saw. I want to experience it myself. I want to be able to put my hands on him and to know for myself that he's really alive." I think that's a totally reasonable request that Thomas makes. I don't know why we say that that's doubt. Thomas just wants to be treated like everyone else. And Thomas gets what he asks for, right? When Jesus comes back the next week, he says to Thomas, "Go ahead, examine me, find out, get the evidence that you need in order to see that I really am alive." And Thomas does so, and he exclaims, "My Master, my God." He is so excited that he can now believe what the rest of the disciples believe. But Jesus says this thing that has troubled so many people. Even better blessings are in store for those who believed without seeing. I mean, what do we do with that? Is Jesus telling Thomas that his request for proof was not okay? That Thomas really should have just gone ahead and trusted his friends and believed without seeing? Maybe, but I'm not so sure. I think that maybe what Jesus was really getting at, and what John the gospel writer is getting at, is this acknowledgement, this recognition that there would be whole generations who came after Thomas and after the disciples and after Jesus' ascension back to the Father, who wouldn't get the opportunity to see Jesus with their own eyes. For them, for us, it's just not a possibility. We will not encounter the risen Christ in the same way that those early disciples could. And so we don't get to see in order to believe. The faith that we have really has to depend on our trust in those who tell us the story, our trust in the scriptures, our trust in prophets, our trust in our teachers and our parents in the faith, the people who give us the ability and the opportunity to believe without seeing. I think we are blessed We are blessed in different ways than those early disciples were and could be. You know, if we say to God, I need to have the kind of proof that Thomas got, I need to reach out and grab hold of Jesus physically in the flesh, we're probably not going to get that need met. But if we say to God, I need to know you, I need to experience you, I need to have some kind of personal interaction with you, yeah, we will receive that blessing. Saints, faith is hard. I know it and you know it. But we are blessed even when we can't see. That's your devotional for this week. I hope it's something helpful. I hope it's something worth thinking about. And I hope you are doing well. I will keep praying for you. Please keep praying for me. And I'll see you again soon. Take care, saints.